Hey guys, if you watched my last video where I showed you how to use the glow-in-the-dark paper, I showed you how to use a couple different kinds of ink and stuff like that. And anyway, I told you I had a Halloween card that I hadn't shared yet, so now I'm sharing it. And I just wanted to do a quick video for you for a couple of things on it. We'll put it all together. I have almost everything made anyway, but what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to do these hills with the grass, and it's really easy and to get it to look, perfect. So, okay, so what we got here is we got my card base. This is part of the paper. Need that and that. And these skeletons, there is paper. Okay, here's the thumb bones paper. Look at all my scraps in here. I have used this stuff for a ton, but they have paper that has this stuff on it. It's got some dogs and some cats and some skeletons, and it works with the dies. So I love that. Stampin' Up's been, lately they've had quite a few like that. And I really, really, really like it because it just makes it a lot easier to make lots of cards where you don't have to stamp everything, and you can use the paper with your dies. Love that. Okay, so here's the dies for Bag of Bones. You got the skeleton, the dog, the cat, the fence, the tombstone, this, and here's the grass. We're going to use that. And then this is what if you watched my last video, I was talking about all the teeny tiny little dies that go with this stuff. Every time I'm finished and I'm putting it away, I count them to make sure I haven't misplaced one or lost one. Amazingly enough, I haven't done that yet. I haven't lost one. But you can see like the bones and the bats, so tiny. I mean, they're all tiny. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you. What we're going to do is my skeleton's going to be a different color. I think I'm going to do this one because it's more pumpkin pie, which is what this trick-or-treat thing is. Okay. And for the trick-or-treat, that is not from the Bag of Bones. That is from the Trick-or-Treats stamp set. So this trick-or-treat right here. I've already got it on a block here. I just stamped it on Whisper White. Woo! Basic white. So trick or treat. And I used markers. Markers don't typically work on the photopolymer or the clear stamps that as well as like the rubber stamps, but they do work. All right, so you can see I have 3 different colors. It's hard to tell. The trick and treat is pumpkin pie and basic gray, and the ore is the basic black. Okay, so I do pumpkin pie last. All right, so we need the R. Hope you can see this and the C. And you know what you have to do when you use markers, even if it's on the rubber stamps, you gotta huff on it, especially when you're using 3 different colors. Okay, so, oh, not that side. Oh, right. Oh, this is, okay, hang on. I got the wrong basic black. That's the journaling one. Okay, here we go. I like it when sentiments have different colors on them. I've done that on several cards. Looks pretty cool. You could even do it if you have a Stamparatus or something like that, where you stamp it once with the markers and then you stamp it again in Versamark and use clear embossing powder. It looks really cool. Okay. All right, there's my trick or treat. Okay. how we do that part, easy. And what I die cut that with, you can see this is the tombstone, and then there's this here that you can cut out the middle of it if you want to. I do have some cards where I cut out the middle of it, or you can just place it over it, which is what I'm doing with this. All right. Well, I'm going to die cut. You don't need to see that. What I really want to show you is the hills. Okay. So basic black here, and the dies I use quite a bit, the basic borders, this one, I use it quite a bit. This is 4 inches wide, so it's the same as this part. So 4 inches. This is 4 by 5 1/4. So this is 4 inches. And I'm doing 2 hills. All right, let's move all my stuff. Hopefully I don't lose any of my bats. Yeah, it's hard to give measurements for these things. You just sort of go, I just look at it and I just look. So I look on look at this side to make sure it's as tall as I want. What's good about these is that because you can't really give measurements on them, I always say when I make a card making a hill out of these, which I do all the time, just the width is important. And then I say, you know, I give a little bit of a measurement of what it needs to be tall wise. But the good thing is like if I die cut this and then I put it on there and I'm like, oh, that's too tall. This one's a little taller than the other one. I can just cut off the bottom. See what I mean? So it's not as tall. I can just put it in my trimmer and cut off a little bit of it. All right, so now we're gonna turn this over and we're gonna do the other one. So the width is important on this one because we want it to cover the whole card base. But the height doesn't really matter because once I start putting this on my card, if it's too tall, I can cut off part of it. Okay, so there's our hills. And now we're gonna do the grass. The grass is obviously from the Bag of Bones dies. And we're going to use this because this has the same, I'm trying to think of the word, but it's the same shape as your hills do. So I just thought this was kind of easier. Okay, so I'm going a little off the side. Oh, it moved. Oh my gosh. Okay. I just like it to be all one piece when I glue it behind there instead of die cutting several of the grass that's separate and then having to glue them all back there. And the fact that, because if you do it straight, you're gonna have to kind of turn it a little bit. And I just thought this was easier. And then I just kind of line this up with one of the cuts already made. Okay. And then the last one is on the edge. You want it to go over the edge so it cuts it off. Okay, So there's our grass, and you see it's on that tilt. Ta-da, look at that. It makes it perfect. Makes it look like a real hill. Okay, so then we're gonna flip it over and we're gonna do the other hill. I have Thumb Bones DSP. I got it everywhere. I am going to show you in this video the 4 cards that I have the tutorial for. I have lots of tutorials on different sets, and Thumb Bones is my latest one. And it is 4 cards where you get the pictures, you get measurements, you get all supplies used, and you get step-by-step instructions. They're for sale. They're not free, but they're cards that I never share anywhere else. But I do always try to share the PDFs I've made. I try to share the cards in a video so you can kind of see them. It is almost 10:30 a.m. at where I am, so the glow-in-the-dark paper that I have on all 4 cards that I'm doing the PDF tutorial for, they all have glow in the dark on there. And then also this card has glow in the dark, the moon and the grass on the bottom, but you're not going to be able to see it because it's 10:30 in the morning and it just does not get dark enough in my stamp room to be able to show that. In the PDF for the 4 cards, I do have a picture of them in the dark so you can see what they look like. All right. Pretty cool. Just gives you, wait, I got this, I'll figure it out. All right, so we're just gonna glue those together and then we'll just start assembling the card. It's pretty easy. Okay, so just gonna put a little bit of glue on the bottom. Okay, look at that. Isn't that cool? And of course, this is black because it is a Halloween card, but it would look really cute if it was in, green. I guess you could make a Halloween card that's during the daytime. I don't know. I don't think I ever have. I think I've always made a Halloween card that's nighttime. Seems accurate. All right, there's our hills. See, that's pretty easy and really gives it looks a little better when it's like that. I first did the hills and I was layering everything and I was like, that looks kind of boring. And then I was like, oh, it has grass hills in there. So that's why I did that. All right, so now we're gonna start assembling. Okay, gotta put my skeleton on one of the tombstones. And I put him right at the top. So I don't know if you could see, I put him right at the top here because most of his body is going under the hill. Okay, and then the trick or treat, just put it's made to go into that part. So, and when I die cut it, I did it so that it was the sentiment was more towards the top because it goes under a hill too. All right. What I did is I go ahead and I just put these together a little bit because I want to, yeah, it's going to be a little shorter than the other one. Well, I guess I could move this up some. Yeah. Okay, and then so what I do is I put these on, just I adhere this a little bit and then put them on there. So and then this one. Okay. Let's make sure it looks right and it's not, yep. Okay. Should move that over a little, still can. All right, isn't that cute? Okay, so then I've already die cut the bats and the moon. The bats are obviously from All Them Bones dies. Here they are right there, teeny tiny. And look at the little tiny bones. But the moon, it's not really a moon, it's a circle, but that is from Stylish Shapes. I used the smallest circle for that, and that's with the glow in the dark. So all right, the fuzzy side is the side that glows. Okay, and then the bats, I have them on adhesive sheets because they're tiny. They're not too bad to glue down, but here I always keep for like a lot of colors in my scrap folder or, you know, paper sleeves. I keep some of it already on adhesive sheets. And so you can see, look at all the bones I did on that, because that's, and then the moon and the stars, which is from All Them Bones, like all the stars, and then the bats. Just, it's easier to just have it on adhesive sheets, I think, because they are really small. Come on. Oh. Okay. Oh, I do have my tool over here. I was gonna say, you think I would be able to peel these off, but they're tiny. Okay. Their biggest bat. Our longest bat. Our smallest. There's a lot of dies in the Bag of Bones dies that are standalone. They don't coordinate with a stamp. There are bat dies in here that there are stamps that match it, but this bat die does not coordinate with any of the stamps. And then of course the bones are standalone, the shoes, there's a lot of them that are standalone. Okay, so I did another thing of grass in the glow in the dark, okay? And I just did it on the bottom. And when I did it, here's the negative piece. I think that looks kind of cool on its own. Kind of looks like grass anyway. What do you think? I think I'm just going to glue that one down. It's a little bigger, so it's going to give it more glow in the dark kind of thing. I kept it because I was like, that looks like grass anyway. So there you go. So when you die cut the grass, you get two pieces that look like grass. They're different, but it still looks like grass. Look at that. Cute, huh? All right, so there's that card. Now I'm going to show you the 4 cards that I have a PDF for. Oh, I need to put this on a card base, but you know how to do that. Okay, so here they go. Let me see. Let me make sure I got them in the way that I want. All right, so here's our first one. Cute, glow in the dark. Second one, glow in the dark ghosts. This one, glow in the dark bones all the way around. This one's really glow in the dark. Tons of glow in the dark. So, but like I said, in the PDF, you get a picture of them in the dark so you can see which parts are glow in the dark. So if you have any questions about the card I just made for you in the video or about those, let me know. I'll have a link to the PDF when I post this on my site. And and I've got others. I've got Daisies, Reach for the Stars, Shops. I've got that. I've got I think 5. So and I think I've shared all of them in some video. And what I'll probably do in the PDF, like when you go into the description of it, I'll tell you what video they're shown in and what time in the video it's shown in. But you get little pictures of them, not the full picture, but you get a little bit of a picture of them. All right. I hope everyone's having a great day. See ya.